All right, up next on Breakfast Central, business.
All right, now we're back on Breakfast Central on News Central TV. Do not forget you can follow us on all social media platforms. It is at News Central TV. All right, in business now, South Africans are up in arms over a second round of rolling blackouts in the country this week, with the latest round of blackouts coming as temperatures drop to single digits. Now, the country's power utility has cited breakdowns at 2 points of its plants.
But bouts of load shedding, basically blackouts or no light as we call it in Nigeria, have been a challenge for South Africa for many years now. To really break down all of this one is our business desk editor, Nasser Agbalaya, joining us right now. Nas, good morning to you. What's going on in South Africa? Eskom still in hot waters. Is there any way out for them?
Good morning, guys. Well, yes, we all know that Eskom has been underperforming because most of their equipment are old, dilapidated. They need a complete overhaul. Yeah, you mentioned something right now. Yeah, the load shedding, it's not their fault. Yes, 2 plants are offline now, but there are sort of new options on the ground for Eskom. They are looking at getting external energy resources from other sources to augment what they have currently. But let's not forget that Eskom has over $60 billion in debt, which has been hampering many deals for Eskom. Now, there's last night on News Central, we spoke with Ted Bloom. He's a South African energy expert. Let's listen to what he had to say.
The problem with the reliability or lack of reliability of our main utility lies back in what's been happening over the last 20-odd years, since 2001. In 2001, Eskom, our utility, was voted Global Utility of the Year and won an award in New York City. Since then, the organization has been politicized and government has taken over control and nomination of the management of that utility. And we've seen since then that the people that have run the organization, including the board, have not been competent. And in fact, the organization has been at the core of state capture, as they call it here, which is just a nice way of putting it as state corruption by the ruling party and its emiracies.
All right, Naz. He mentioned state capture again for Eskom, embroiled in all the corruption scandals. But if South Africans have to switch out certain appliances, where does that leave them in terms of their tariffs and the economy now?
Well, basically, they have been advised to reduce consumption. That doesn't leave much, because if you're not at home, nothing is being done. But when you're at home or where you need to power your appliances, you should have the power supply. And that is not happening as much as it should. That's the major problem here in South Africa. Now the plants, even when they were not offline, they were not generating at optimal capacity. Basically because over time, they have not been upgraded. Most of the power plants are coal-powered and they're not really efficient. Now, even the thermonuclear plant, which South Africa has, is not functioning as it should. Now, we all know that South Africa is Africa's most industrialized economy, and right now they are in a recession. One of the main factors of this is because now the power supply they are getting from their utility is not adequate. And now, I mentioned something earlier that they are looking for external means of getting this power supply. A Turkish firm, Car Power, has been approached to generate over 1,000 megawatts of power supply. This is hoped to start in the next couple of weeks or months, but even that has a small snag. Now, a certain law firm is probing the process which this new company has been given the consensus to give Eskom power supply. They're saying that it didn't follow due process. So that could also see further delay South Africa having more lights turned on.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Let's just see how it goes in South Africa. I mean, the next couple of weeks, looking at the power distribution and the power management, especially this is quite crucial for the consumers in the country who will be looking to how to manage their resources and how this will even affect businesses and the economy at large. But thank you so much, Naz, for the latest business updates. Thank you for coming.
I'll tell you one thing, Naz. I'm calling my friends out in South Africa so that we can measure my own NEPA, PSC, and usage.
We could even give them light if they want to.
Well, thank you, Naz.
All right, guys.
All right.
All right.